Thanks, Loretta. Evening, everybody. Thanks for hanging around, being patient enough to join us this evening. I think it's been a long day, but a successful day. I think congratulations to the coaches either side of me. I know the immense amount of hard work that goes into the planning sessions for an auction of this kind. I think, some standout bids today that, certainly set records for Betway SA20. I think unprecedented investment in young players as well, and the 23s, I think over 22 million invested into young players in South African cricket, which is incredible. I think it was always going to be an interesting auction for us at Central when we carved up the regulations and forced the teams to relook at how they went about selecting their teams. I think it sets up well for season 4, and I'm very, very excited for what's to come.
Thanks, Graeme. Are there any questions for Graeme?
Graeme, good day. Commissioner, talk us through. It was earmarked that say that again. Good day, Commissioner. It was earmarked that the record would be hit today. Firstly it was at the market, but then it was the Devil Breakers. Just talk us through that.
Yeah, I think in general the marquee sets I think caught a lot of people off guard. I think there was some incredible bidding that was going on. I'm always reluctant to talk about the numbers, but it is exciting to see the investment back into South African cricket. This is investment that was never there. The franchises have come and they've invested properly. You see they're getting behind the South African players. But I think it's also a credit to how the players have progressed over the last 3 or 4 years. I think there's some proper talent. The platform that Betway SA20 has provided has not only benefited them here, but benefited them in other leagues and internationally as well. So I think credit to their performances. They've fetched the prices because they've performed well and they've stood out.
Any questions? Graeme? Go ahead.
Happy days.
Graeme, when you started the league, you started out and said that you from the beginning you want to be the second best league behind the Indian Premier League. When you see numbers like this and players go for the price, do you feel that you're now getting closer than you hitting those marks?
Yeah, look, I think everyone's trying to claim that, but I think in terms of delivery, performance, competitive cricket, viewership, I think we've started to really progress in the right direction to be, right at the top of franchise leagues based out of India. At various times today we were trending in India with what was happening at the auction. So that's exciting. I think for us, the platform that Betway SA20 has provided to players in South Africa, that puts a number of players on the global stage, not just those that are playing for the country, I think is exciting. I think, I touched on it in my speech, but I think the other great thing that Betway SA20 has been able to achieve is seeing, cricket revive in the country, fans coming back to the stadiums, and in particular when we're, certainly in season 3, when you're walking around stadiums, the amount of new people that are coming to watch cricket, I think for me is one of the greatest things. We've got to grow the game in this country, and we need more and more people to come and enjoy themselves in our stadiums and watch on TV. So I think those are great things for us. And we know that, to be globally successful, you also have to be successful in your own country. So the support we receive is immense.
With the Rugby World Cup, and maybe you don't want to answer this at the moment. Obviously, England is pushing the game for women. Australia is pushing the game. India is massive there. Is it in the pipeline to have women involved in SA20, and then we can create a platform for them? Because today was amazing. Graeme, you've done a brilliant job. Just the fact that we can have these gentlemen in one row. I take my hat off to you. Brilliant job. I know you're not doing it alone, but you're asking the fact. Can you push the women's game going further? And then I have a question. That's fine.
Yeah, sure. Look, I don't know if I agree about the quality of person around the table, but far too many occasions on the cricket field. But no, absolutely. I think it's been huge to get. I think for South African cricket to get the quality of people back has been outstanding, and I think domestic cricket has struggled to, get the right type of medical coaching, the cricket thinking back into the game, and for the franchises to invest in the quality of people that we have around this table, I think is incredible, an incredible asset for our youngsters and players coming through. Look, we seriously did look at this season in particular, how we could get started on on a ladies program, but with the women's IPL being directly in our schedule, plus our women's Proteas having a really busy summer, it just was a difficult one to get going. And we'll continue to look at it. I think, right throughout I've said that we will be looking to invest in grassroots. I think, we launched schools, SA20 schools last year, which is, looking at this season, we're already over 700 schools, girls and boys, getting involved in that program. We've invested in under 19 girls camps. Some of our franchises have been incredible in terms of quietly, growing, our coaches, our women coaches behind the scenes, exposing them to IPL and various other things. So we're working alongside Cricket South Africa to create depth. And every year we'll look at the opportunity to introduce a women's program.